All right, so we're back for another deep dive, and this time we're going back into Kecia's world, from Kecia's tour life.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
And we are really excited today to unpack something pretty unique. We're taking you back.
Yeah, way back, well, 5 years ago today, actually, July 12, 2020.
Wow. 5 years.
I know, right? And you remember that year? The world was just strange, so uncertain with the pandemic.
Definitely. Live events, concerts, comedy, everything just kind of vanished overnight, it felt like.
It really did. But, artists and entertainers, they started finding these incredible, sometimes really surprising ways to keep doing what they do, to connect with fans.
Absolutely. And that's where our source comes in today. It gives us this amazing, really personal look into that time.
It does. It's from our friend Kecia over at Kecia's Tour Life.
Yeah, her blog is fantastic. It's all about music, road trips, travel. She really lives that life.
She does. And she gave us this brilliant firsthand account of attending a live event when, almost none were happening.
And it was quite the event. It involves the legendary comedian Dave Chappelle.
That's right. Kecia gave us this intimate look at how Chappelle basically created his own way to perform during, well, those unprecedented times.
And for those who don't know, Dave actually lives right there in Yellow Springs, Ohio.
Yeah, pretty close to Kecia, actually, which gives her perspective on these local sort of pop-up events, this really insightful personal edge.
Right. And this specific show she went to, it was just 2 days after her birthday.
And if you follow Kecia's tour life, you know she loves a good celebration.
Oh, yeah. So even though getting tickets was apparently like hitting the lottery.
A real feat, she called it.
Right. She just jumped at the chance, took the gamble to score those tickets and experience something live.
And that's really our mission today, isn't it? To explore this extraordinary event through Kecia's eyes.
Exactly. To understand how, even with all that uncertainty swirling around, things like laughter and live entertainment became, well, almost a form of healing.
Yeah, a connection people desperately needed, finding that bit of normalcy.
So let's really dive into this whole experience. So this setup, Kecia makes it sound like just getting in was half the adventure.
Oh, totally. A feat to actually get to go. That's a direct quote. Like winning the lottery, she said.
And it's fascinating how these pop-up shows became like the place to be in Yellow Springs, despite everything going on globally.
Yeah, the buzz was huge. It had this almost underground, like, exclusive vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And Kecia mentioned this was her first one, even though Dave had already done 19 of these shows since early June.
19. Wow. Think about the logistics of that. Setting up, tearing down.
Exactly. Over and over. And the secrecy. That was a huge part of the appeal. You bought your ticket.
And just showed up.
Yeah, just go.
She said.
Yeah, you had no idea who else might be performing. Total surprise.
Which must have just cranked up the anticipation, right? Especially because just a week before, he'd had that massive 4th of July show.
Oh, yeah, with huge names. Common, Erykah Badu, Tiffany Haddish, Questlove.
Right. So Kecia and her friends were just super stoked, as she put it, about whatever might happen.
They had no clue who'd be there,
Yeah.
but they knew it'd be memorable. A real shared experience when those were so rare.
It really does highlight the adaptability, the sort of ingenuity of live entertainment during all those public health restrictions.
It does. We saw drive-ins make a comeback, virtual concerts.
Yeah.
But this was different. Building a whole socially distanced venue basically from scratch,
Yeah.
repeatedly,
So what was the actual environment like?
safety-wise.
Meticulously planned, according to Kecia. It was out on this long country road, gravel and grass parking.
Okay.
They had clear lines marked out for spacing, 6 feet apart, hand sanitizer everywhere, temperature checks before you could even get near the entrance.
Standard procedure for the time.
And they gave everyone an official face mask. You had to wear their mask.
Ah, okay. Which brings up a good point. How do they handle the famous Dave Chappelle no cell phone policy? Especially outdoors like that.
Yeah, that's always tricky. Kecia said you had 2 options. Either leave your phone way back in your car.
The simple route. Right. Or, once you got inside the main pavilion area, they gave you one of those lock bags.
The yonder pouch type thing. Seals it away.
Exactly. Forces you to be present, which is the whole point.
Makes sense. So after the checks, the masks, the phone situation, then what?
Then, she said, you walk down this path lit with red lights, like a red carpet entrance.
Oh, nice touch. Adding to that exclusive feel.
Totally. And inside the venue, the Weird Pavilion, the seats were set up in pairs,
Okay.
and each pair was a minimum of 6 feet apart from the next. Lots of space.
Gotcha. Socially distanced seating.
And she even made a point of saying the porta potties were very nice. Hey, the little things matter, right? Yeah. Especially at an outdoor event.
They really do. It shows they were thinking about the whole experience, making it comfortable, even premium, not just, a basic setup.
Sounds like it. Controlled, safe, but still trying to make it feel special.
Definitely. And it wasn't just about safety protocols. They had Miguel's Tacos food truck there.
Oh, nice. Can't go wrong with tacos. She said they were so fresh and yummy. Tacos, bowls, burritos, good food options.
Keeps people happy before the show.
Yeah, and they had music playing too. DJ Trauma was spinning tunes, keeping the energy up when people got settled and ate.
So a whole vibe, not just waiting in silence.
Exactly. It sounds like they really thought through creating a whole evening,
Yeah.
an escape, a slice of normalcy, but done safely.
Okay, so let's get to the main event, the show itself.
Right. The reason everyone braved the lottery and the protocols.
It was scheduled for 9 p.m., but Kecia said it started, well, quite a bit after 9:30.
Pretty standard for live events sometimes, especially big names.
True. And Dave Chappelle himself was the host.
Which is fantastic. Not just the headliner, but guiding the whole night.
Yeah, she said he came out, welcomed everyone, told some jokes, and then popped up between the other acts, too. Kept the flow going.
Master of ceremonies. That makes you wonder, though, in that specific context, summer 2020, everyone craving connection, what kind of comedy really landed?
That's a great question. What were people ready to laugh at?
Yeah. And Kecia gives us her really honest take on the lineup. Who worked for her and who maybe didn't quite hit the mark.
Okay, so first up was Michelle Wolf.
Uh-huh.
Kecia described her set as just okay.
Ooh. Not exactly a rave review.
No. She admitted, I really wasn't feeling her humor.
Hmm.
But, she summed it up pretty well. Hey, it happens like that sometimes.
That's fair. Comedy is so subjective. What one person finds hilarious, another might just shrug.
Yeah.
Especially then, maybe people wanted pure comfort, not necessarily super edgy.
Could be. Depends on the person, for sure.
So Michelle Wolf was okay for Kecia. Who was next?
Next up was Mo Amer.
Okay, Mo Amer. I know him. He's great.
Well, Kecia definitely thought so. She said he had me laughing from beginning to end.
See? A clear hit.
Total hit. She apparently immediately added him to her list of comedians to follow. Wanted to see more.
That's awesome. Discovering someone new like that, especially live, is the best.
Totally. Okay, so after Mo Amer came Donald Rawlings.
Eshy Larry. Okay. Another Chappelle regular.
Yeah, and Kecia said he was funny, acknowledged his talent, but...
There's a but.
Yeah. She mentioned that, for her personal taste, his use of the N-word felt excessive. Like every sentence, it seemed, she wrote, she found it a bit much, and felt it wasn't always used in a context that made sense for the joke.
Okay. That's a really interesting piece of feedback. It highlights that even in comedy, even with performers known for pushing boundaries, there are still individual lines and sensitivities.
Exactly. What feels like part of the act to one person might feel jarring or gratuitous to another, especially with language like that.
Yeah, it's a constant negotiation for comedians, understanding your audience and where those lines are. Yeah. And sometimes you cross them for some people.
Seems like that's what happened for Kecia with that set.
Okay, so a bit of a mixed bag so far. Okay, a big hit and a funny but with reservations. Was there a final act?
There was, and this one was a total surprise for Kecia. It wasn't a comedian.
Oh, interesting.
It was hip-hop artist and rapper Brother Ali.
Wow, okay. Brother Ali, very different vibe.
Totally unexpected for her. And she was blown away, she said. Loved his lyrical depth and flow.
That's cool.
Yeah, she immediately added him to her music list, wanted to check out more of his stuff.
That shows the strength of the curation, right? Even if you came expecting just big-name comedy, they could throw you a curveball like Brother Ali and introduce you to something amazing.
Yeah, it broadens the whole experience beyond just stand-up.
Okay, so that was the lineup. Michelle Wolf, Mo Amer, Donald Rawlings, Brother Ali, with Dave hosting. How did it all wrap up?
Well, this is where Kecia felt a bit let down, actually. After Brother Ali finished, Dave came back out around 11 and basically just said thank you and good night.
That was it?
Yeah. Kecia was genuinely surprised. She wrote, wait, the show is over. What? She clearly wasn't expecting it to end right then.
I can see that. After all the build-up, the unique setting, you might expect a longer main set from Dave himself, or just more.
Exactly. She mentioned having an expectation for more than 2 hours with a few huge names, especially considering the ticket price was $100.
Right. That price point sets a certain expectation for duration or star power, usually.
So, yeah, she admitted that aspect was disappointing.
That's understandable. Managing audience expectations is so key, especially in unusual circumstances like this. The value isn't just the show length, it's the whole unique, safe experience, but you still need to calibrate.
For sure. And her takeaway was basically a lesson learned for future Chappelle events. Adjust expectations. Maybe don't assume a marathon show or tons of huge guests. And instead, just enjoy the moments for what they are. Appreciate the unique chance to be there.
That's a really mature perspective, actually, finding the value in the experience itself, not just ticking boxes of duration or lineup.
Yeah. And despite that bit of disappointment about the length, her overall feeling overwhelmingly positive.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Totally. She specifically said, considering the lack of events this year, this was a much-needed, fun, cool evening of entertainment which wrapped up my birthday well.
Ah, that says it all. It wasn't just another comedy show. It was an event, a marker, a piece of connection in a disconnected time.
Exactly. A breath of fresh air, like you said earlier.
So when we think about what this means for you, the listener, this deep dive into Kecia's experience back in 2020, it's such a powerful reminder, right?
Of what, specifically?
That even when everything feels completely upside down, that human need for connection, for laughter, for just sharing an experience with other people, it doesn't go away.
No, if anything, it gets stronger.
Exactly. It persists. It's fundamental. And finding ways to safely meet that need becomes incredibly important.
And it really shows how creativity and just sheer adaptability allowed artists and audiences to find those moments, to find joy and maybe a little healing.
Even with masks and spacing and all the weirdness, it was still possible. This wasn't just about watching comedians.
No, it was about a community sort of finding its way back to something vital.
Yeah, live entertainment, that shared energy, even if it looked and felt totally different than before.
It was about finding comfort and maybe a touch of normalcy when nothing felt normal.
Which leads us to our final thought for you today. A provocative question, maybe.
Okay, let's hear it.
In times of uncertainty, whether it's a global thing like a pandemic or something more personal in your own life, how do we find or even create those unexpected moments?
Moments of joy, of connection. The things that really heal and sustain us.
Exactly. Is it about seeking out these unique, adaptable experiences like Kecia did? Or is it more about deliberately crafting our own small pop-up moments of happiness and shared humanity right where we are?
That is definitely something to ponder. How do we build those moments for ourselves and others?
For sure.
If you want to read more about Kecia's adventures in music, travel, and her take on other live events, you can check out her blog at keciastourlife.com.
And she's also active on social media. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search for Kecia's Tour Life.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. It was fascinating to revisit that unique time through Kecia's eyes.
It really was. We look forward to our next deep dive with you.